Hello, eavesdroppers. Welcome to another pop culture tarot reading. I hope you all are feeling like $1,000,000 and ready to get into this pop culture reading. Okay, so today's episode will actually be about a social, political climate reading. It's not so much about celebrity tarot today. We will be looking into the case of Rick Chow and Cyrus Carmack-Belton, the young man who was unfortunately unalived by Mr. Chow, the store owner. This incident happened in 2023 when Cyrus was only 14 years old. Okay, and so we know that that ruling in the court case went Mr. Chow's way. He was found not guilty. And there's been a backlash. There's been it's been sparking some controversy, and the Black American community is pushing back. They've made statements that they're not going to support Asian-owned businesses. So there's like a blackout boycott going on right now. And I want to get into like, what is the spiritual implications of this? Why is this happening? So, everything I say in this reading is alleged. I have no proof. This is just for entertainment purposes. Social commentary, feedback from you all. A nation divided. Okay, let's look into how we got here. How did we get here? Let's get some oracle cards first. I want to see Mr. Chow's intentions. I also have a feeling that he's not the one that pulled the trigger. I think it was his son. I don't have any proof of this. This is just my own personal opinion. I'm going to ask the cards, but let's first look at Mr. Chow, who does have a history of doing this to young Black American or Black people who patronized his store. And he had since sold the store to, I believe, a Hispanic store owner or merchant. And I still say, me personally, I do believe the store should be boycotted. Nothing against the new owner, but I do think that there has to be a cultural shift where everybody's life is valued. You know, in our community, the Black community, as I am a Black person, we do tend to patronize people who sometimes do not necessarily like us, and that's a problem. So let's get into these cards. Mr. Chow, show me your deal. Do you have an issue with Black people? Okay, we have changed. The first card out is changed. What is changed? What is changed? We have divide and conquer, separation, external factors, outside influences, third parties, breakup, and divorce. Yeah, I feel as though he does harbor some prejudices with divide and conquer. That means that he's not one to see diversity and unity as something that's a beautiful thing. Okay, show me more about his feelings about the people who patronize him. We have stepping stone. He sees them as a stepping stone, Cancer energy. He sees them as a way to overcome obstacles and a catalyst for growth. The Chariot. Wow. It's like a means to an end for him. Not a lot of emotion. The Chariot actually talks about being devoid of emotion. It's also warfare. It's a declaration of war. It can sometimes be a bit of aggression. What else? We have remote, secluded and isolated. Yeah, and so there's no real camaraderie with the people and the community that he works in because of his mentality, his attitude, allegedly. Show me more about Mr. Chow. We have beggar, looking for a handout, begging, charity case, entitled, greedy, needy, deadbeat, hobo, homeless, and poverty. Now, that either gives me that he is a person in a situation where everything is about money for him. Again, he sees his patrons as a means to an end. Or this could be telling me this is the way he looks at the people in that community. You know, maybe low income or just inner city. Now we have no rest for the weary. the Nine of Swords, which is Gemini energy, Mars in Gemini. And so this does show me a little bit of a mental health issue here for him. And to be honest, sometimes that can talk about being on edge, being nervous, being anxious. But I will say, my personal opinion about that is if you do feel uncomfortable around a group of people, probably don't sell merchandise and products and services to them. That's just my opinion. Show me his mood that day towards Cyrus. Was that malice, or was this literally a case of mistaken theft? What was his feelings towards Cyrus that day? This was spiritual. You got the Five of Wands, combative, wow. Defensive, conflict, standing up for yourself and refusing to back down. So he was feeling combative, and this was very spiritual, you all. The card that came out is actually showing me divinely connected and protected energy, beautiful inside and out, pure heart, free spirit. And I feel like he was seeing that in Cyrus. And there was some demons triggered in him that made him feel combative with that young man's pure heart and pure spirit. Wow. That is insanity. Give me more. We have a trial. Wow. Test, temptation, legal issues, and court date. Yeah, so this feels intentional. Allegedly, this feels very intentional. What is his issue? What was his issue with this young man? I mean, this is literally a battle of good and evil, it looks like. We have sweet mouth. We have Gemini and Virgo energy here. The power of persuasion, a smooth talker, master communicator. Tells you what you want to hear. He felt like he could talk himself out of getting in trouble for this. He felt like, okay, if I go to court, they're not going to charge me. They're going to believe me. I wonder if he's a Gemini or a Virgo. He's a very combative man. He's a very angry man based on these cards. Show me more. We have domestic dispute. This is unreal, you all. Wow. This is a lack of stability or financial security or not having shared values or misalignment. This even talks about domestic violence, you all. A lack of harmony and emotional fulfillment. There's something miserable about him. He may be unhappy in his marriage, his home, his emotional state seems a bit unstable. And we have as above, so below. Again, this is something spiritual. There's a heavy spiritual undertone to this, okay? The Magician, as above, so below. Gemini and Virgo energy, again, is saying that this was a mastermind plan. This was well thought out. There were intentions here to cause harm. He was prepared for this. This is so sad. Wow. Show me Cyrus's energy. I'm sure he was frightened. I'm sure he was scared out of his mind. Show me Cyrus's energy. We have relatable. He's the Queen of Wands. I'm not sure his sign. That's fire sign energy. He seems to have a really good energy. Queen of Wands is a very likable energy, social energy, free-spirited, fun, good-hearted, kind-natured, skinning and grinning, faking happiness, brown-nosing, sucking up. I feel like he was begging for his life is what this is showing me. Wow, this is just heavy. This is heavy. And this is Saturn and Pisces energy. So yeah, this is a young man who in that moment felt like he had to say or do anything to get himself out of that. The Eight of Cups is about leaving a situation, and it can be about escapism. And so I do feel like this is showing me that this young man was just trying to get away. He wanted to go home. The Eight of Cups talks about staying home, going back home. He just wanted to get home. We have chasing you down. Oh my goodness. The Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. So he was being chased down. He's speaking through these cards. Show me more. Cyrus, what was your state of mind, young man? Bent out of shape, the Five of Swords. He said that he felt like Mr. Chow was having a meltdown. He was argumentative, vengeful, intimidating, a bully, an antagonist, petty, hostile, ruthless, cutthroat. The message here is to watch your back because of violence, abuse, and RAPE. Give me a few more for Cyrus's energy. This is almost bringing tears to my eyes. This is really an awful story and happens too much. We have last minute procrastination, rushing, taking shortcuts, cutting corners. He feel like he jumped to conclusions, and he's saying that he was delusional. Cancer Pisces energy with the moon. Yeah, he's saying that he assumed something about him. And Cyrus has some apprehension about going into that store. It could have been a last minute stop. He may have been on his way somewhere and decided at the last minute, but something was nudging him not to do it. He didn't listen to his intuition. This is not to blame the young man because it's not his fault. But he had some kind of inclination that he was not supposed to enter that store. And then the reputation card is at the bottom of the deck. The 8 of Pentacles, Virgo energy. This is work reputation. He's saying your reputation will never be the same. It will never be the same. He's seeing him as a card-carrying racist. It just is. And he's saying that you accused me of stealing, but I was loud and clear to you that I didn't take anything. He said it was unmistakable, it was obvious and apparent. A point had been made and was completely understood, and this man still took it upon himself to do what he did to this young man. Show me whether or not Mr. Chow or one of his sons or his son that was with him that day, who were the only living witnesses to what happened since Cyrus is no longer with us, was his son the one who actually pulled the trigger? Or was it Mr. Chow? We have Soul Snatcher. Wow, y'all, this feels ritualistic. This feels like a ritualistic KILL. This is showing up as a Jezebel spirit, temptation, lust, a demon, possession, incubus, succubus. This is insanity. It truly is. Show me more. We have cover blown. So that answers my question. Their cover has been blown with these cards. Cancer, Pisces energies, the moon in reverse, coming clean. The cat is out of the bag, secrets exposed. Truth is being illuminated in this question that I am asking. The mask is slipping. The past will come back to haunt both of them. It looks as if I may be onto something here with the sun. I think the sun is the one that actually pulled the trigger, allegedly. Why did they do this to this young man? Scrooge, because they were feeling grumpy, not particularly in a social or festive mood, acting antisocial and a party pooper. Again, they were irritated. Their demons were irritated by his light. He was glowing. He had an effervescence about himself that day, and it was irritating their demons. One more. We have performative happiness. Again, the 8 of Cups in reverse. Boy, taking happiness, refusing to walk away from an emotionally unfulfilling person or situation, staying to save face, impress, or please others, feeling stuck, abandonment issues, and beholden to a dynamic and obligated. So his son felt obligated to do this for his father, even if he did not want to. CPR is at the bottom of the deck. Now, I'm not sure if this young man lived for an extended amount of time after being pow-powed, but we have reviving, resuscitation, a return to consciousness, life support, life-saving measures, heart chakra activation, opening, healthcare, a second chance or second wind, an emergency situation or intensive care. That is absolutely wild. I do want to look at why the nation is divided right now. I mean, I know why, but what are the spiritual implications of this spirit? What are the spiritual implications from the Black community's perspective? A lot of Asian shop owners are saying that they feel like they're being wrongly accused and they don't understand why they are suffering. But I think that's a bit selfish and a bit, I don't know, it's a bit blind and tone deaf. Okay, let's see. We have a gang of kids, high fertility, always pregnant, has children all over town, multiple baby mamas and daddies, refuses to wrap it up or get birth control, desiring or coming from a big family. And that just really gives me a lot of stereotypes and statistical generalizations that we have in the Black community about the children in our community as if they are unwanted. I feel like there's something going on with this wave of children that are being born, and there's this essence on on the planet, not the universe, on the planet that's motivated to snuff out that energy. These children are light workers coming here because it's showing me that they were really irritated by his divine light. Okay. I also feel like it's another generation of black children, unfortunately, who are learning a lesson very early in life that the world is not necessarily a level playing field for everyone. Sometimes we have money. I also feel like this is a catalyst for the black community to start to build our own, you know, manage our own communities, police our own communities, employ each other, and we can avoid situations like this. So this is motivated by wealth and money. Okay. I feel like this new generation of children are here to actually generate wealth. And I feel like it's spiritual as well as financial. Okay. We have money on autopilot. Yes, the Nine of Pentacles. So this is about financial independence, passive income residuals, overnight success, earning financial freedom. Exactly what I just said. Successful home-based businesses, or independent contractors, people who are making money in their own community and circulating that dollar several times before it leaves. This is a lifestyle upgrade. This has a lot to do with us being in the lap of luxury and learning to do business with each other. That's what this is about. We have volatile, the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse, and this talks about dangerous people, forceful people, criminal activity, cocky, arrogant people who are not understanding. Again, people who are a bit tone deaf. They won't take no for an answer. They're getting aggressive. There's violence. There's unbridled passion that's out of control and unhinged. Yeah, and this is also a sign of cowardice as well. And so now the tables are turning. We're almost being forced spiritually to be a self-containing community. All right, we have written off the Seven of Wands. Yeah, so this is about your back being against the wall, being underestimated. You're going to see more black-owned businesses start to move into communities or start to replace a lot of the corner stores, the convenience stores. People are going to find a way to go back to that mom and pop feel. That's what this is all about. That is what this is all about. This is Mars and Leo. And people are doing this right now. Fire sign energy is impulsive. It's reactionary. It can be aggressive. It can be assertive. And this is the energy that people are in right now. We have stolen moments, wasted time, a bad investment, feeling used and cheated and not worth the while. Yeah, people are tired. People are frustrated. And there will be a change that comes out of this. And we have Prison Break, the Devil in reverse, Capricorn energy, and the Eight of Swords in reverse, Jupiter in Gemini. Breaking free of limitations, fear, self-doubt, oppression, addiction, toxicity, low vibrations, freedom, release, taking control, seeing clearly, facing fears, detoxing, empowerment, independence, revelation, and reclaim power and control. That is a powerful way to close out the Oracle portion of this reading. I do want to get into some tarot cards exclusively. It looks like the black community is planning to change the trajectory of what it looks like to do business in our community. And I'm all for this. We have the Five of Swords and the Four of Cups. People are tired. People are tired of the monotony, of the volatile energy, of feeling like they're always taking a loss. This is an act of surrender, but this is not defeat. This is an act of surrender to tune into what actually works for us emotionally, what works for the community. Okay? Cancer Moon energy. You may see something start to take shape in Cancer season. Or maybe when we have some kind of Cancer Moon. Okay, we have judgment. Yes, absolutely. This is spiritual reparations. This is about atoning, healing, working towards our higher goal, answering the call from the universe to be exactly who we are supposed to be. This is judgment also from the universe. Again, this is very spiritual in nature. This is a wake-up call. This is a major plot twist, Scorpio energy. The judgment card is connected to the summer months. There's going to be so many people who decide to open businesses and change the temperament in the Black community. This is actually going to be, this young man unfortunately could have lost his life, and the greater good that comes out of it may be that we understand collectively, and I mean everybody, understands collectively that there's a lot of talent and ability and capability in the Black community, and we don't have to outsource so much. There's going to be a lot of people starting businesses, filling voids, providing alternatives to some of the conveniences that we have become accustomed to, but may be costly. Last card, the Page of Swords. Absolutely. Information, intel, curiosity, planning. This is about problem solving and thinking on your feet, and also avoiding rage bait is a strong message here for my Black Americans or Black people in general in America who are choosing to boycott. This Page of Swords is about, look, be teachable, and the Wheel of Fortune follows that, which means that the universe, the world is after that. Absolutely, the world, the universe is on our side. This will become a global change. This will be something that takes shape in America, as American Black people usually do set trends and the precedents for Black people all over the diaspora. I feel like there's a strong message here that other people are going to catch on to this. There will be global enterprises started from this. There will be a lot more networking amongst people who share the same culture, share the same skin color maybe. And this is not about being divisive. This is understanding that we have to compete. You have to compete if you want to be competitive in the world. The world is competitive. Yeah, things are going to take off. This is actually, it's going to be a blessing in disguise. Not this young man losing his life, but I mean the fallout of what has happened. Yeah, things are going to change for the better. The Wheel of Fortune is here, and this is karmic. And this is a cycle that's ending with the World card, and it's time for a big change, a big major change, and it's being orchestrated by the universe, the Most High Creator. Thank you all for joining me. Like the video if you can. Subscribe if you have not already. Feel free to leave a comment. Let's get the comments going in the comment section. A dialogue, a respectful dialogue. And I will see you in my next video.